Okay, let's begin the class. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين. Inshallah, today we're going to be doing a hadith. You guys can see it on the screen. So, same procedure as last time. I'm going to read the hadith, I'm going to read the translation, I'm going to explain it, and then we're going to memorize it. Okay? Okay, so let's begin. The hadith says, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. And the translation is, the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم said, he who says there is no one worthy of worship besides Allah shall enter paradise. Now, this hadith is misunderstood a lot. A lot of people think now, as long as they say La ilaha illallah, they have nothing else to do. They have nothing else that they have to do, but they just say it and they're going to go to paradise. But think about it this way. For example, let's say you stop a person on the street, right, a non-Muslim person, and you tell them, say La ilaha illallah. And they don't know anything about Arabic, anything about Islam, they know nothing, right? So they say La ilaha illallah, and does this mean they're going to go to paradise? Does this mean they're going to go to Jannah? No, because when we say this statement, we also have to do some actions with it. Like as we can see on the screen, it says, when we proclaim this beautiful statement, meaning when we say this beautiful statement, we must remember that it should not only be lip service or verbal testimony. We should truly believe in our hearts that there is no one other than Allah who is worthy of our worship, our prostration, our endless love, and our submission. This statement, that is La ilaha illallah, should become what we live by. Only saying it isn't enough. Once we believe in it, our actions and our hearts should change. We should constantly try to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and work towards the paradise that He has prepared for true believers. Saying La ilaha illallah and not showing our belief through actions is like someone saying they want to become successful and then they want to be doctors, but they're not even going to school. If a person really wants something, if a person wants to become a doctor, he's not just going to say, I want to become a doctor. What is he going to do? He's going to work for it. He's going to go to school. He's going to get good marks. In the same way, when we say we believe in the oneness of Allah and that we want Jannah, that we want to get to Jannah and we want to be with the Prophet ﷺ, we should work for it, because just saying something and not working for it isn't going to get us anywhere. So we'll practice the hadith a few times. As you guys can see, there was a little bit of a typo, so there's one word missing. It's not La ilaha illallah, it's La ilaha illallah, and we have that written in blue. So let's begin. I'm gonna read it and then you guys can repeat after me. Okay? قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. Again, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. Again from the beginning. قال رسول الله قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله عليه وسلم من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. Keep the translation in mind as you read the hadith after me. Again from the beginning. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. So please do remember to memorize that. We'll end over here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum Assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, are you guys all ready for your Arabic class? Before we begin, we do this orally, and I'll write down some of the words. So inshallah, we're going to begin. It's exercise number 10, the very last exercise. So alhamdulillah, we're done this lesson. MashaAllah, we're almost going to be done 8 lessons. Inshallah, by the end of this class. Okay. So we will begin lesson number 10. So the instructions of this lesson, yes, Hassan, I'll explain that to you all after I finish with this lesson. Please remind me if I forget. So the instructions of this lesson. Can anybody guess what we're supposed to do in this lesson? If you look at the instructions, it says Iqra. Does anybody guess? Yes, exactly, Afra. Read. Yes, all of you guys know what Iqra means? Right? It was the first word that was revealed. Yes, read. In case, now you guys know. Iqra means read. So you just have to read the words, right? Read all of the sentences, and you have to, when you see a picture, you have to say the word. For example, if you saw a picture of a girl, you would say girl, right? So let's look through this. It's going to be really easy, inshallah, for all of you. Let's start with the first one. Yes, so it will be a review because we're going to start from the very beginning, lesson 1 sentences. Inshallah, what you can do, the exercise is just saying it. It will be a lot of practice if you write it as well. Yes, the directions are, yes, Hassan, that's perfect. The more writing you do, the better you're going to get. So inshallah, that's absolutely fine. So let's look at the first sentence. Hada blank. Who wants to tell me what that is? Hada, good. Hada something, wadhalika blank. Yes, hada baytun, wadhalika masjidun. So in this case, why do we use hada and dhalika? Why don't we use something like hadhihi? Yes, because it's male. Exactly. So baytun right here, baytun, and masjidun, both of them are male words, right? They don't end with the female ta, nothing like that. And in this case, we're going to just say baytun. What does baytun mean? The full meaning of baytun. Yes, I'm getting to that, Asher. Yes, a house. In the next sentences, we'll see how when they want to say my house. But in this case, it's just a house, right? We don't know if it's our house. We don't know if it's our neighbor's house, right? So for this one, we're just going to say hadha baytun. And we'll see, inshallah, in the following sentences, we'll see examples of my, right? So a house, hadha baytun, wadhalika masjidun. Yes, you guys said it was masjidun, and that is right. Masjidun. Yes. Okay. Why do we use dhalika? What's the difference between hadha and dhalika? Good. Yes, the masjid is probably a little bit farther away from your house, right? Yeah, so you live in your house. It's close by. You use hadha, right? Hadha baytun wa dhalika masjidun. Let's look at the next sentence. Ma hadhihi. Hadhihi. So we're asking a question. Ma hadhihi. Good. What is this? Hadhihi. So we're pointing to something. We're saying ma hadhihi. Yes. And our answer? Hadhihi sa'atun. Exactly. Sa'atun. Why did we use hadhihi? Why did we use hadhihi for sa'atun? Yes, because it's female. That's what I wanted to see. Because hadhihi is female, sa'atun is female, so they go together. They match up. You can't have like a mismatched sentence, right? Just the way that, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you get your clothes ready, right? You're not going to wear something that's sort of mismatched, right? You're going to match it up. So just like this, the Arabic sentences are matched up. Just like your clothes. They're always matched, right? They're matched, they're clean, they're perfect. So just like that, our sentences, they're going to be matched. They're both going to be female. We're going to say them with sa'atun. We're going to say it properly. So we're going to make our sentences nice. So ma hadhihi. Hadhihi sa'atun. This is a watch. Hadhihi. What is next? Hadhihi. Hadhihi sa'atun. Good. So the same word. Hadhihi sa'atun jadidatun wa jamilatun. So what are you saying in this sentence? Hadhihi sa'atun jadidatun wa jamilatun. So look at those new words. Jadidatun wa jamilatun. Is it, yes, jamilatun is beautiful. What is jadidatun? New, yes. So my watch is new and pretty, or beautiful, whatever you want to say, pretty or beautiful. So why did we use jadidatun? You guys know the questions I'm going to ask by now, right? Why did we use jadidatun? Yes, exactly. Female, just like our clothes, we're going to match them up. هذه is female, ساعة is female, جديدة is female, and جميلة is female. So all of the words in the sentence, they're all female. Yes, all with ta's. Good. The ta's at the end, we see those round ta's, the belly ta's, right? They're all going to be on that sentence. Yes. So let's look at the next one, the next sentence. A blank dharika. You guys tell me, a blank dharika. So you see this picture? Yes, Rabia, that's how we change it. That's how we change jadidun to jadidatun. Good. Yes, a kitabun dharika. Yes, it was a book. A kitabun dharika. So you're asking a question. A kitabun dharika. And so where's the kitabun? Is it close? Is it far? Yes, Jaza. Yes, you're right. Kitabun is male and dharika is male. So the words in that sentence are all male. Yes. For the people that said far, that's exactly right. Is that a book? That over there. Way over there. A kitabun dharika. And inshallah you guys can do when you're, I know you're typing up, you're busy typing. Inshallah you say the sentences with me. So you can get some practice talking. And when you see a book, you can also be like, a kitabun dharika. And yes, Shifa, daftarun is male. Good question. That one's, I don't know why, that one's a bit tricky for me too. But daftarun is male. So a kitabun dharika, is that a book? La dharika. Yes, I see the right answer. Dharika daftarun. Yes. And daftarun, good. You guys know what it means? Perfect. It means notebook. Daftarun. Daftarun. No, that is a notebook. So in this case, dharika is male, daftarun is male. It all works out, right? Both are male. Daftarun is male. And dharika qadimun. Dharika qadimun. So what are we saying in this sentence? Dharika qadimun. A kitabun dharika, la dharika daftarun. Dharika qadimun. Yes, it means old. Exactly, qadimun means old. What's the opposite of old in Arabic? What's the opposite of qadimun? Yes, in Arabic. Yes, jadidun. The opposite of qadimun is jadidun. Yes. I think opposites, right? There's lots of opposites that we can do. They're kind of fun. What's the opposite of this? Inshallah, when we learn more vocab, we can do a game like that too. So, dharika qadimun, that is old. What is old? What are you talking about? Dharika qadimun. The book? Is that over there a book? Let's see. So, dharika qadimun. So, you're pointing dharika. What are you pointing to? Notebook, yes. Inshallah, Shahroz, the more we learn, the more games we can have. Right? The more things we can play games with. So, dharika qadimun, that notebook over there, it's old. So, you can also use dharika as a description. So, let's move on. The next sentence. Tilka blank with the ya at the end. Tilka, yes, I see the right answer. Yes, darajati, darajati. Yes, and in this case, we see this ya at the end, right? This ya right here. So that, yes, in this case we're going to say that is my bike. In this case we're going to say my. So you see how whenever you have a word, the ya, it's sort of like the word plus the ya, right? The ya is something you add on. right? Just like how, yes, Faiza, tilka means that, and you use it for feminine, right? So, because the rajati is feminine, so is tilka. Yes, Shiza. It's like two words, like how we say my, whatever, right? If there's echoes, I'm not sure why there would be echoes. Make sure your Paltalk is closed. That's the only thing I can think of, really. But inshallah, just be patient, I guess. Yes, tilka darajati. Yes, Faiza, dharika is for male. So tilka darajati, that is my bike. What comes next? What comes next? The same thing, right? Yes. And somebody typed up the meaning as well. So darajati saghiratun wa nadhifatun. Same word. Darajati saghiratun wa nadhifun. So saghirun means what? In this case we use saghiratun for female. It means small. Yes, small. Wa nadhifatun, and clean. Yes. So all of our bikes should be clean. All of our stuff should be clean. Quick quiz again. Let's the same game, the opposite game. What's the opposite of saghiratun in Arabic? Opposite of saghiratun. Yes. Yes, you guys got it. Kabiratun. Opposite of saghiratun is kabiratun. Small and big. Okay. Let's look at the next one. A blank tilka. A blank tilka. Yes, I see the right answer. Yes, mashallah. You guys are so smart. Sayyarati. Sayyarati. So what does that sentence mean? A sayyarati. Oh, you guys, did you catch that? Yes, you guys are correcting me. It's a car. This time we don't see the ya like the sentence before. It's sayyaratun. Right? Yes, it is supposed to be sayyaratun. Yes. Sayyaratun. Sayyaratun. Yes, and in this case, all of the things that in the sentence are female. Sayyaratun is female, and tilka is female. So everything in the sentence matches, and it's all good. Okay, what's the answer to that question? A sayyaratun tilka, is that a car? A sayyaratun tilka? Na'am. Tilka. Yes, you guys know this one. Same picture. Na'am tilka sayyaratun. So na'am, yes. Tilka, that. Sayyaratun is a car. So na'am is our answer word. Yes, na'am. So sayyaratun tilka, na'am tilka sayyaratun. Okay, that sentence, all good. I'll leave it up there so inshallah you guys can copy if you need to. And let's move on to the next sentence. So man hadha wa man hadhihi. Man hadha wa man hadhihi. Let's look at this and this. Good, yes. The question kind of seems funny when we say it in English because we say man hadha, who is this? Wa man hadhihi, and who is this? But what's the difference? I underlined it for you. Man hadha wa man hadhihi. Who is this and who is this? Hadha and hadhihi, they mean the same thing, right? In English? Yes, but one of them is male and one of them is female. So we can only use hadha for the male thing and only use hadhihi for the female thing. Yes, so man hadhihi wa man hadha wa man hadhihi. Right? Two different sentences, two different things you're pointing at. Okay, let's look at the answer. Hadha, let's see. Mudarrisun, yes. In this case, it's a teacher, right? Yes, mudarrisun. Yes, man is for male and female. Mudarrisun. I wanted to ask you guys a question. So whoever asked me that question is man for female and male. I have another question to ask you. Is something like a male or female? Let's see. I didn't exactly tell you, but I think you guys can figure it out. Is a male or female? Muhammad, you can inshallah copy off what I'm writing on this. Yes. You can use for either, right? It doesn't matter. Just like that, man you can use for either. Okay, I was saying that we can use that for male or female, right? When we say a kitabun dhalika, or we can say a sayyaratun tilka, right? We can use it for both. Same with ma, same with man, right? Oh, okay, this is a teacher. Hadha mudarrisun. Hadha mudarrisun. Yep. We've been using it the whole time. Inshallah, you'll see. I'll point it out later. But no problem, right? You can use a for either, ma for either. A means is, like the question. Is this a book? Okay, hadha mudarrisun. وهذه let's see. هذا مدرس, this is a teacher. وهذه, and this let's see. طبيبة, good. Yes, you corrected yourself on that one, right? طبيبة. Why didn't we use tabibun? Like I saw somebody type up tabibun at first. Yes, Faiza, a means is. Okay. So yes, it means doctor. Tabibatun means doctor. It's a vocab word. And we use tabibatun because it's female. We put that ta on the end. So we could show that it's female. Because it's a hadhihi, right? Hadhihi is female, tabibatun is female, so everything in this part of the sentence is female. It all matches up. So the full sentence, hadha mudarrisun wa hadhihi tabibatun. Hadha mudarrisun, so this is the male you're pointing to, this is the teacher, and then the girl you're pointing to, wa hadhihi tabibatun, and this is a doctor. Yes, exactly, tabibatun is for female. Okay, does that make sense? So in this case we have two different parts of our sentence, right? Because we're talking about the male in one and the female in another. Faiza, the vocab is all through the book. Inshallah, if you just read the sentences, most of the vocab is on this sheet, actually, this exercise. It'll be a review for you. Let's look at the next sentence. A blank qadimun dhalika. A blank qadimun dhalika. Shiza, we'll have break inshallah in about 10 minutes after we finish the exercise. Yes, exactly. So qalamun. Qalamun means pen. A qalamun qadimun dhalika. So what does that mean? Let's go step by step. A is qalamun, a pen, qadimun, old, dhalika, that. Let's put this together. In English, how would it sound? I see people typed up, right? Yes. Is that pen old? Is that an old pen over there? So you're pointing and you're saying, is that an old pen? Yes. So you're asking. Afsha nadifatan means clean. Is that an old pen over there? Is it old? That's what you're asking, right? Yes. So aqalamun qadimun dhalika. And your answer, what's your answer? Your answer is la. So you're saying la, it's not an old pen. It's not an old pen. Dhalika qalamun jadidun. That is a new pen, right? So la, no, dhalika, that, qalamun, a pen, jadidun, new. So jadidun here means new. So no, that is an old pen. If you ever have any trouble trying to get the meaning, because I know sometimes it can be hard with the longer sentences, inshallah what you can do, go word by word. Look at each word, write down, what the word means in English, and put the sentence together. And inshallah that way it'll be easier to figure out what this means. Why is that after old? Faizan, in Arabic actually it doesn't even matter what order you put something in. Inshallah we'll learn more specifics about this soon. But the order, you can leave the order as this is. Aqalamun qadimun dhalika. Because I know we had to reverse the order to make it sound right in English. But that's just in English, right? So let's see. La dhalika qalamun jadidun. No, that is a new pen. Right, we said new before. In English we just say it that way. So let's look at the next sentence. Man hadha. Is there an in this sentence? Oh. Yes, there is. No, that is a new pen. Because of the tanween. The tanween always shows us a. Wayakum. So let's look at the next. Man hadha wa man hadhihi. So again, just like before, who is this and who is this? Yes, who is this and who is this? Man hadha wa man hadhihi. This one was male and this one was female. Let's look at the answer. Hadha, hadha, abi, good. Abi. Oh. I think did I say ma hadha? If I did, I'm sorry, I meant man hadha. Yes, I think in this case it's supposed to be dad, but yes, it could be akhi as well. Yes, so hadha abi, this is my dad. In this case, look at the ma, we see we see the my. Faiza, ma means what? Those are our question words. So hadha abi, this is my father. Yes, Junaid, you could put akhi as well. I think it's meant to be abi, but that inshallah works as well. So hadha abi wa hadhihi. Wa hadhihi. Let's see. In this case, I think the picture is supposed to be a mother. Yes, ummi, good. Ummi. And how did we know ummi we're supposed to use hadhihi with it? Why didn't we use something like hadha for it? Why didn't we use good? Yes, because it's feminine. And we obviously know, right? Things like sister, things like mother, right? Things like Zainab, Hisham, right? All of those things, they're female. So we use hadhihi. So hadhihi ummi. Yes, exactly. So this is my dad and this is my mom. Okay. So let's look at the next sentence. Ma hadhihi wa ma tilka. Ma hadhihi wa ma tilka. Ma hadhihi. Yes. Let's see. Ma hadhihi wa ma tilka. Ma hadhihi wa ma tilka. Let's look at this. Yes. What is this? Ma hadhihi wa ma tilka. And what is that? So this time it's this and that. And that. Yes. So hadhihi and tilka. Do we already know what the objects we're pointing to? Are they going to be female or are they going to be male? Yes, there's Hassan, exactly. You know the answers have to be female. Because we used hadhihi and tilka. Yes, exactly. So they're both feminine. Ma hadhihi wa ma tilka. So let's look at our answers. هذه blank وتلك blank. هذه blank وتلك blank. Good. دراجة. This is a bike. وتلك ساعة. Good. That's the answers. Yes. ساعة. And we all know, right, that we did these words before. They're feminine, right? ساعة. Let's look at the last sentence. I think it's meant to be a watch, like a small pocket watch. So let's look at the next sentence. Blank with a ya. So we see a ya at the end. Another picture. So you guys fill in the blanks for me. Ummi. Good. Exactly. Ummi. Ummi. And then what's the next thing? Ummi. Let's try to take the sentence apart. Ummi tabibatun. Good. Tabibatun. So inshallah, like what you just did with this sentence, you just made a whole sentence just by seeing the pictures. So inshallah, this teaches you so that whenever you see something in real life, you can make sentences out of it. Ummi tabibatun. You guys just made that sentence. Yes, my mom is a doctor. Shiza, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Is there two doctors? Oh, okay, you're talking about the whole entire picture. Yes. So just for this sentence, Ummi tabibatun. Junaid, we're saying it right. You could say mudarrisun, you could say ustad. Yes. So let's look at the next part of the sentence. Wa ukhti blank. Wa ukhti mudarrisatun. Yes, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the tun at the end. Before we did male teacher, and that was mudarrisun. Yes, but in this case it's female. Mudarrisatun. Exactly. Okay. So wa ukhti mudarrisatun. Ukhti is female, right? It means sister. Right? So that's going to be female, and that's why we had to use the ta at the end. Yes, so that inshallah makes sense. So let's look at the very, very last thing. Wa abi blank. Wa abi blank. Yes, Shiza. But they're a little bit different, right? So this one is wa abi tabibun. Yes, you guys got it. Tabibun. But this one's different, right? Why is it different? Why is it different than the tabib, the doctor that we used before? Yes, because it's male this time. Tabibun is male. And tabibatun is female. Yes. So tabibun is male because you're talking about your abi, you're talking about your father. So do you guys all understand? Was that lesson easy? I think that one was one of the funner lessons, right? Because it had pictures in it. It didn't have a lot of writing. Yes, no, I'm good, mashallah. You guys are very, very smart. And you just completed 8 lessons of this book. So inshallah, I'll give you a break right now. You guys can have a and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Make sure you study hard, and inshallah you'll do fine.